Dave is back at it here to give everyone another Big Bang Theory Season 1 episode review video. Before I get into that, though, pretty important, if you weren't caught up to the point where I am at rewatching or watching Big Bang Theory, or you're just not entirely sure, then you definitely need to take the initiative and pay attention to the episode's title, which of course I'll mention as well as put in the description for you. If that happens to be the case and you're not caught up, it would be my suggestion that you don't watch this video any further, simply to avoid any potential spoilers. This will be Big Bang Theory Season 1, Episode 8. The title of this episode is called The Grasshopper Experiment. This will be my review, reaction, recap after just finishing watching the episode a few days ago. I'm a little late recording this one. Sheldon is mad due to the fact that his new wallet, unfortunately, only has a certain number of compartments, one of which he has to use for the removable ID compartment, which he was unaware of, and that has him unhappy. Raj comes over with his parents live on his laptop as they just got broadband, and Raj's parents talk to him about the arranged marriage that they have for him. We see Sheldon. He calls to cancel his membership to the planetarium due to the fact that his room and his wallet won't allow him to carry that card anymore. And then Howard, shortly thereafter, we see him mocking an Indian person, which was funny, but not politically correct, in my opinion. We find out that Penny has received a few bartending shifts per week at the Cheesecake Factory, and she wants to practice making drinks for the guys this evening. So she makes Leonard a drink. She asks Raj what he wants to drink. Of course, he doesn't say anything. He whispers to Leonard. And she's like, how about I make you a grasshopper? So she makes Raj a grasshopper. Then all of a sudden, in front of Penny, Raj starts to talk for the first time. Unless you count whispering into somebody's ear. Because of the grasshopper she made him. And then what Raj does, he won't stop talking. And he figures out he can now talk to women as long as he's drinking. So he's going to take this arranged marriage person, which I can't remember her name. I apologize. I just don't remember what it was. I didn't write it down for some reason. Or I didn't catch it, and then I never wrote it down. He's going to take them to the Cheesecake Factory so Penny can keep her eye on Raj so he doesn't drink too much. So Raj is very obnoxious during this date, and due to the fact that he's drinking alcohol and that he just doesn't have very good people skills because he's afraid to talk to women. And he starts calling her, she was so fat before and this and that, and he's just very rude. So Sheldon shows up, and Sheldon actually, not intentionally, he actually takes Raj's date from him, and they end up having a marvelous time because he was just being Sheldon, and she, for some reason, liked that, which normally Sheldon, if you talk to him, he's obnoxious and weird, but because Raj was so obnoxious, I guess it made Sheldon in a better light this time, and she doesn't know Sheldon at all, doesn't know his tendencies. And then the last thing we see in the episode is Sheldon is playing like a Yamaha keyboard at the Cheesecake Factory singing, and Penny reveals that she put alcohol in his drink and says, as you have your experiments, I have mine. And that's it. So, funny stuff in this episode. It was cool to see Raj talk to Penny, or it was good to hear him talk finally to Penny. I thought he was very rude. They made his character very rude, and I don't like that. He should have been more charming and more, like he is when he doesn't talk, but it is what it is. I'm going to give the episode a 7.9 out of 10, and the character of this episode will be Raj. So, you've heard what I have to say. Now it's your turn. So if you're a fan of Big Bang Theory and you missed this show, and hope one day it comes back at least for like a 2-hour episode of like Penny giving birth, or maybe Amy Farrah Fowler giving birth to her and Sheldon's child or something like that, make sure you smash that like button. If there's anybody that you know would be interested in this video, or you want to share this across all your social media platforms, or some of them, by all means, you have my permission to do that. I appreciate it. I'm not asking you to do that, but let me know that you're doing that so I can give you some proper recognition for that. And don't forget to sound off in the comments section about what your thoughts are on the episode. If you can score it, what would you give this episode, anything 1 out of 10. And who would be your character of the episode? And last but certainly not least, I definitely want to grow this channel. Some of my stuff does really well. Some of my stuff doesn't. This so far isn't doing well, but I have faith that it will. So don't forget to hit that sub button, subscribe to the channel, join the team, show your damn support, and be a part of something special. And JDev will return.